Finally, later, about 9 or 9:30, I saw the speaker on the House floor. And I said, John, we're hearing that this is not coming up. And that's when he told me everything will be fine after this vote. But then later, when Congressman Lobiano wanted more assurance and he wanted a meeting, I was told not by Congressman Lobiano, but people who observed it, that the speaker yelled out, "I'm not meeting with you."
Do you think the discussions...
he just left.
Do you think the discussions up to the point where you say that Speaker Boehner shouted, "I'm not meeting with you people," and left, and the days and weeks up to what would happen when this was presented, do you think those negotiations and those discussions were in good faith on the part of the speaker?
Now I have to wonder. I mean, it's, again, the first inkling we had was yesterday. I know over the weekend the speaker would expressed some reservations about the bill, and then he met with the majority leader, and the majority leader said that it had all been resolved, and that's why this legislation was drawn. We took out anything in there that they felt was not directly related to Hurricane Sandy. It was full compliance with everything they were asking for. And so all I can say is that maybe, again, there is a bias in the Republican Party against New York and New Jersey, and with all the pressure of the fiscal cliff, that was just felt that why have extra pressure? They'd rather throw New York and New Jersey overboard and keep the rest of the party together. It makes no sense. I've been in politics 35 years, and I've been in pretty rough politics in New York, and I can play as hard as anyone else. But what I saw in the last day, listen, if somebody wants to throw me out of something, they want to remove me from something, that's fine. That's part of the game. I can take care of myself, but I can't stand seeing thousands of my constituents being treated the way they were, and not just my constituents, the whole Northeast, what's gone. I mean, it's devastation. This is like, if you go to those areas, I mean, you're talking about Breezy Point, you're talking about Massapequa, Seaford, Lindenhurst, Jersey Shore, Staten Island, Congressman Grimm's district. And again, your Congressman Grimm, Congressman Lobiano, myself, Congressman Frelinghuysen, were Republicans working all week with the leadership, saying, what do we have to do? And we were told everything was on board, everything was ready. We had all the papers ready to go. We had lined up the votes. We had the committed votes where this bill would have passed on the House floor with no problem at all. We had gone around, spoken to people. We'd done everything we were asked to do. And again, the knife in the back, and that's all it is. Because they're saying they're going to vote on it in January, that's nonsense. First of all, we're not in session next week. The second week after that, we're in session for 2 days. The week after that is the inauguration. The week after that is the State of the Union. We're going to be into February, and even then, if they wouldn't give us the $60 billion last night, what makes us any more confident we're going to get in February or March or April? And meanwhile, these people are freezing and starving, and that's the reality.
So, two parts here. Is there any recourse with the few hours left of this session, anything that can be done to get money to the people in the Northeast? And if you say February, March, April until you get something, do you believe that money is coming?
I think some money will come, but not enough. They're talking about the $27 billion in FEMA and flood insurance money, which you're entitled to anyway. It's the money that's needed for rebuilding, needed to reimburse the local governments for the massive costs they incurred. That's what is not going to be coming, and that's what can end up bankrupting governments in New York, on Long Island. Governor Cuomo's budget just can't handle it. I know Nassau County budget cannot handle it. Governor Christie, I don't know what he's going to do in New Jersey, and there's an angry man if you want to talk to him, Governor Christie, after what he did for the Republican Party. And I don't even want to be talking about words like Republican. This should not be a Republican or Democratic issue. But if these guys want to use New York and New Jersey as cash cows for themselves, then they should realize that those days could be over.